Recording has begun.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Let me take this, fix this. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Um, today is Wednesday, the 1st of November 2023, and time is probably about 5 past or 10 past 4, and so it's going to start doing these vlogs a little bit earlier than normal. So my name is Shahzad Hussain. I live at number 20 Primary Way in Bradford, Undercliff, West Yorkshire, United Kingdom. And what a United Kingdom. And it has now been 86 days that my brother's been kidnapped from my care unlawfully and without me knowing where he is. He's been human trafficked by the local authority and West Yorkshire Police from my care. They're holding him at hostage and at ransom because I was looking to expose the fraud and corruption and malevolence in adult social care at Bradford, and as a consequence of this, me and my family are suffering. I've lost everything. The local authority have murdered my mother, murdered my brother Nazim, murdered my father, now kidnapped my brother. Well, that's just a brief summary of some of the things that I'm ongoing, and the only reason that they've able to achieve this, and I'm going to say it to my last dying breath, that the reason that they were able to achieve this is simply because the local authority has the ability and means and motive and opportunities to buy off the judiciary. All the judges, whether magistrates, district, circuit, or justices in the High Court, all are being bought off. Court of Appeal, all being bought off, in my case particularly, in order to cover up the fact that they have been failing systemically, and to keep on having this public facade that they are doing the jobs properly when clearly they're not. And I don't think any better case exemplifies my situation, the situation better than me and my family situation. I've got two vulnerable brothers that have mental health problems, two parents that have dementia. All of them have been killed off by the local authority, Bradford Council, deliberately. In the case of my brother Nazim, they threw me off a 3-story building in 2003 when I looked to expose this initially after my arrest in December 2002. And so now we're in 2023, which is 20 years ago. All right, they've been persecuting and hounding us, and I no doubt this is racially motivated. No doubt that it's Islamophobic and xenophobic. That's what me and my family are being subjected to by Bradford Council, the so-called City of Culture. What City of Culture is this, where they're looking to hound and persecute a vulnerable, disenfranchised carer like myself, who's done nothing better than to care, done nothing better in his life than to care for the weak and the vulnerable, what the local authority have a duty of care to. See, the local authority have a monopoly on care. And like all gangsters, they want to have a monopoly on terror. They want to have a monopoly on criminality. So it's not the case that you should not commit crimes. It's the case that you should not commit crimes at the expense of the local authority committing crimes. All right. So this is the reality. They are the ones that are committing crimes, and anybody else to commit the crimes is going on their monopoly. They legalize criminality. So you can't just go around stealing from somebody. The local authority has to authorize you to steal, and then it's okay. And similarly, in the case of my family members, or my mother or my brother, they have what I'm doing effectively is illegal and unlawful because I am doing something under my own volition rather than the local authorities' direction. Because what they want to do is they want to, have the paperwork correct, and to say the fact that everything's been done according to the paperwork. People are not paperworks, and human life and human emotions are not a simple paper exercise, and that's what they want to do. All the local authorities are really good at doing is filling in a paper exercise, doing paper exercises to show that they can justify getting money, public money, your money, everybody else's public money, so that they can justify themselves in the position of authority that they have over you. This is all fraud and corruption, and me and my family are suffering as a consequence. And as you can see, I'm a very vocal a civil rights activist and data protection enthusiast, and more importantly, a citizen journalist looking to expose this fraud and corruption. And obviously you should listen to all my other recordings that I make on a daily basis now in order to expose this fraud and corruption. What do you think they're gonna? What do they think? What do they want me to do? Did they? No. This is what they want me to do, and this is what they did in my mother's case. They kidnapped my mother, or basically kicked me out of the city, and then they wanted me to come back into the fold. How absolutely disgusting is this? That Mr. Mr. Justice Cohen, after kicking me out the city, forcing me out of the city, and making me homeless in February 2021, at the height of the pandemic, is then saying to me, "Oh, well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get Mr. Hussain back into the fold one day. Basically, do as we say, or otherwise we will torture and murder your mother, or we want you to come into the fold." So basically, these people in privileged people in positions of power and authority, what they want to do is they want to teach me a lesson. Well, you know what? I haven't signed up to any school to be taught a lesson. I'm not paid to be taught a lesson. How dare you try to teach me lessons? So this is what they're trying to do, is they're trying to teach me a lesson that, look, we are authority. You should need to be subservient to us, otherwise we will hurt, harm your loved ones and family members. And you know what my answer is? My answer is, go to hell. Who are you to have your boot on my face? You know, this is when it comes down to it. This is what it comes down to, isn't it? The local authority want to stomp their boot on my face. They want to put the knee on my neck. And in order to, you know, get me to acquiesce, I will never acquiesce to their tyranny. They can kill me off if they want. They've already killed off my parents, my brother, and now have kidnapped my other brother Talib. So what they want me to do is they want me to acquiesce to their tyranny. And you know what? I find it personally reprehensible to acquiesce to somebody who's an incompetent, mentally retarded morons. These people are so stupid and retarded that they want me to acquiesce to their authority simply because they're holding a gun to my head. To hell with them all. To hell with them all, that's what I say. It's the 1st of November. And I will never acquiesce to their tyranny. And as a consequence, the world is black and white for them. And they'll have to end my life if they have to end my life. But I'm here going to make these recordings and publicize everything that I know to be true. This is my truth. How dare you deny me my truth when you're looking to, what do you want me to do? Supplicate myself to your lies and deceptions? I am more better, I'm more freer being here, having my own liberty and rights with dignity, rather than making my subservient self to your subservience, to your tyranny. You're not paying me any money. Right? If you're not paying me any money, you've got no rights over me. I'm a free man, and what they try to do is they try to get me for contempt of court. So that's they buy off the judges, and then when I challenge the judges, they say, "Oh, you're committing contempt of court, and you're making all these allegations." It's all just facade and deception. If I die, it's as a result of me standing up for my rights and refusing to acquiesce or bend the knee to acquiesce to their tyrannical authority over me. To hell with them all. You understand? My brother has now been taken 86 days later. They're not even telling me where he is. How do you think my brother feels? He's got mental health problems, and he may think I've abandoned him. I will never abandon my brother. All right, and yeah, it's just disgusting the way that they can just abuse their power and authority and say we're doing it in the best interest, and then utilizing everybody's taxpayer money in order to justify their own paychecks while they commit pain and suffering to the weak and the vulnerable. Let's just leave it there for now.